Hello, Jays Nation. Welcome back to Jays Nation News, your number one space for everything related to our beloved Toronto Blue Jays. Today we're here with two major updates that have shaken up the offseason over the past few hours, and that could directly influence the team's future, both in the bullpen and in our already crowded outfield. These are hot stories, full of context and impact. So get ready to understand everything happened behind the scenes. And of course, if you're new to the channel, don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss any update about our Blue Army. Now, let's dive straight into our first major update. Update 1. Tanner Andrews' possible turning point. Jays Nation. The Blue Jays' endless search for depth and stability in the bullpen has gained a new chapter with the arrival of Tanner Andrews, a name that may not be familiar to many, but whose journey carries exactly the kind of narrative that sparks curiosity. Andrews signed a minor league deal with Toronto, very likely with an invitation to Major League spring training, and that reignites a question that has followed his career for years. Has his moment finally arrived? At 30 years old, Andrews continues fighting for what he has chased since 2018, when he was drafted by the Miami Marlins, a real opportunity to establish himself at the major league level. What brought him to this new chapter is significant. After years navigating through different systems, including stints with the Marlins, Braves, and Giants, Andrews found an unexpected turning point in the Atlantic League, pitching for Staten Island. There, he put together an almost perfect run, a 0 ERA in 15 appearances, with 25 strikeouts and just 2 walks in 13.2 innings, plus 3 saves. This performance not only revived his value, but also drew enough attention to earn him a deal with the Minnesota Twins. Toronto now believes the right-hander may have finally discovered something in his mechanics or approach that could make him more competitive. But it's impossible to analyze Andrews without looking at the full scope of his career. He has 7 seasons in the minor leagues, a winter ball stint in Puerto Rico, and time in independent leagues. In several moments, he came close to a call-up, especially when he reached AAA Sacramento in 2023. But between injuries, inconsistencies, and organizational changes, the real opportunity never arrived. In 2024, for example, he posted a 6.95 ERA over 38 games, with 76 strikeouts, but also 36 walks, before spending 2 months on the injured list. After that, his time with Wichita and AA produced more stable numbers, though once again interrupted by injuries. Even so, there is something in his journey that keeps interest alive. His ability to occasionally produce long stretches of dominance when healthy. His college career at Purdue proves this. 17 wins, 184 strikeouts, and a central role in taking the Boilermakers to the NCAA tournament. He has always had the raw talent, even if professional path has been turbulent. That's why the question Toronto must answer is simple but crucial. Was a dominant performance in Staten Island just a brief flash, or a sign that Andrews truly found the right combination of command, confidence, and consistency? If the answer is positive, the Blue Jays may have uncovered an unexpected bullpen piece, a cheap experience, resilient arm with breakout potential, exactly the kind of pitcher Toronto's development staff loves to transform. Andrews arrives with no pressure and no guaranteed spot, but with the opportunity of a lifetime. And for a team that knows how to polish hidden gems, the cost is practically zero, and the potential return is enormous. Update 2. The outfield puzzle and the inevitable trade block. If the first story was about arrivals, this one is clearly about potential departures, and not symbolic ones, but real, concrete, and almost unavoidable moves. The Toronto Blue Jays outfield is officially overcrowded, perhaps more than at any other recent moment, and that puts the front office in a position where tough decisions must be made this offseason. Toronto is being linked not just to random rumors, but to heavy negotiations, including a potential blockbuster with the Guardians involving Stephen Kwan, as well as interest in elite free agents like Kyle Tucker. When rumors of this magnitude start surfacing consistently, it becomes obvious that the team needs to make room. There is simply no way to add another impact outfielder without removing someone currently blocking the path. And that is exactly where the three names dominating both internal and external conversations come into play: Davis Schneider, Joey Loperfido, and Jonatan Clase. Each represents a different type of asset. Schneider may be the most valuable, not only because of his versatility, but also because he has already shown enough flashes to draw genuine interest from other teams. He could bring back a solid return, especially if Toronto chooses to target players ready to contribute right away. Loperfido, meanwhile, offers a different appeal. His MLB sample size was small, but extremely productive. 8.333/.379/.879/line in just 96 at-bats. Numbers like that never go unnoticed. Teams are always searching for players capable of turning potential into quick production, and this type of performance tends to boost trade value immediately. Jonatan Clase, on the other hand, is the youngest of the trio at just 23 years old, which automatically keeps him on the radar of clubs with longer competitive timelines. His brief stint in the majors wasn't ideal, but age and athletic tools remain powerful arguments at any negotiation table. He is the kind of player who may not bring back a star in return, but would absolutely attract interest from rebuilding teams or those focused on development. But none of these names creates as much hesitation as Addison Barger. Barger is simultaneously the most valuable asset and the least likely to be moved. His strong season caused his market value to skyrocket, and although he would be the most enticing centerpiece in trade, all signs indicate that Toronto does not want, and perhaps should not, let him go. He is viewed as part of the future, someone capable of filling multiple roles and growing alongside the team's core. That is precisely what makes him the quiet, untouchable among the group. With Barger off the table, the picture becomes clear. Schneider, Loperfido, and Clase are the logical candidates to free up space. And freeing space isn't just about cleaning up the outfield. It's about restructuring a roster to welcome an impact player, whether that ends up being Kwan, Tucker, or another name that has not yet surfaced. The Jays front office knows they can't seriously pursue big talent on the market without addressing the current logjam first. This is not just a roster management issue. It is a strategic opportunity. The big question now is which path Toronto will choose. Prioritize immediate impact and sacrifice some of the roster's youth, or keep the young core intact and risk falling behind in the chase for major offseason stars. One thing is certain, a trade is getting closer by the day. What remains to be seen is which piece will fall first, and which star might arrive right after that. And that wraps up another video, Jays Nation. Today we talk about the intriguing arrival of Tanner Andrews and the growing pressure on Toronto to free up outfield space through trades that could reshape the team's direction. Now I want to hear from you. Do you believe Andrews can truly surprise this spring? And which of the three young outfielders do you consider the most tradable? Who would you keep no matter what? Leave everything down in the comments. I read every single one of them. Don't forget to hit the like button. It really helps the channel, and of course, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss any urgent update from our Jays Nation news. Thanks for watching, and as always, go Jays go.